Okay, let's try 4 different ways of showing you how to multiply. What can we do when we have 21 times 32? Well, the first thing we could do is we could actually rearrange this. We could change that into 20 lots of 32 plus 1 lot of 32. 21 is the same as 20 plus 1, so we want 20 lots of 32 plus 1 lot of 32. 20 lots of 32, well, 2 times 32 would be 64. So 20 times 32 will be 640. 1 lot of 32 is 32. So we get 640 plus 32. That equals 672. So that's quite easy with those simple numbers. Okay, let's do 32 times 21 as a long multiplication, a traditional multiplication. We start on the right-hand side and we do 1 times 2 is 2. 1 times 3 is 3. Now we finish multiplying our units. We now actually put in our 0 because we're now actually multiplying a factor of 20. So 20, so we put in a decimal 0, not a decimal, we put in a 0 here to indicate that we're multiplying by factors of 10. And then we do 2 times 2 is 4. And 2 times 3 is 6. Extremely important here that we make sure that we've moved 1 step to the left before we actually do this 4. 2 plus 0 is 2, 3 plus 4 is 7, and 6 and 0. So we get the answer 672. The most common mistake that I see here is that you forget to move 1 step to the left when you're multiplying by a factor of 20. So is there a way that we can actually make sure that we don't skip that step or miss that step out? Well, there's also lattice multiplication. You put the first set of numbers, 32, along the top of your square here, and 21 down the side, and then you actually split all of these squares into little diagonals here. Put a diagonal on each one of the squares, and then you multiply 3 by 2, and it gives you 6. 3 times 2 is 6, so we'd write 0 here and 6 here. 2 times 2 is 4, that's the same as 0, 4. 2 times 1 is 2, that's 0, 2. And the last one, 3 times 1 is 3, that's the same as 0, 3. The reason we've got lots of zeros here is because usually if it was 7 sixes, we'd have 56, we'd have a tens unit there as well. But we don't have any tens units here. Okay, what do I do now? Well, now actually I follow each of these diagonals and just add up all the numbers together. So what do I get in this diagonal here, this first one here? I just get the answer 2. Here I have to add 4, 0 and 3. 4 and 3 is 7. Go over to the next one. 6 and 0 is 6. And here we have 0. And then we start to read the answer from here. Start reading here, 6, 7, 2. So our answer to this multiplication is 672. Then we have, when you're multiplying 2 sets of numbers, 2 sets of numbers where there's 2 digits in each number, only works for this. There's a little trick method. And it's that we first multiply the 3 by the 2 to give us our first number. And then, so we multiply the first 2 numbers together to give us our first number. Then we multiply the last 2 numbers together. 2 times 1 is 2. That gives us our last number. And then there's a little trick here to get the middle number. We have 1 number here in the middle. How do we do that? Well, we multiply the outside 2 numbers and the inside 2 numbers, and we just add them up. 3 times 1 added to 2 times 2. 3 times 1 is 3, and 2 times 2 is 4. 3 plus 4 is 7. And this little trick here works for all numbers. Okay, I'll go through this one more time with some slightly more complicated numbers just to show you that all of these methods work.